Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Gaming Talk. This is the fifth part of my reading of Gameinformer's Pokemon Sword and Shield article, and so let's jump right into it. What's in a name? Pokemon Sword and Shield's name draws inspiration from the setting of the Galar region, but a lot more goes into naming than just picking something related to the area. Traditionally, the names of mainline Pokemon games have some relationship to the themes of the game or other games in the series. After 2 generations of color-based games in Red and Blue followed by Gold and Silver, Masuda thought of Ruby and Sapphire as the start of the Jewel series, which concluded with the following generations Diamond and Pearl. For Black and White, while it was technically a return to the color-based naming conventions the series started with, he more wanted to represent 2 opposing colors. However, starting with X and Y, Masuda was presented with a unique challenge as it was the first time the games were launching worldwide simultaneously. We wanted to make sure we had a little that would be shared across all the different countries, so we wouldn't have to localize the titles, Masuda says of Pokemon X and Y. Up until then, all the titles had been localized. Red was Rouge in French. I wanted to make sure for the first title to be released worldwide at the same time, it would be a name that could be the same everywhere. For Sword and Shield, Masuda wanted to look toward the themes of creating the strongest ultimate version of Pokemon. The names Sword and Shield weren't decided until the last minute. However, the team had art for the 2 legendary Pokemon. One was a dog holding a sword in its mouth, while the other was a dog with a head shaped like a shield. The name derived from the legendary Pokemon fit in with both of the themes Masuda wanted to pursue, as well as the region, but it also took on new meaning for the team. When a person goes to choose which version they want, maybe in the back of their mind, if they had the power of strength, they would use it to fight or use it to protect, maybe deciding what they would do with power when they chose which version to get, he says. The final order of business when it came to naming was to decide what those legendary dogs that inspired the names of the games should be called. Those were the last things it would be interesting to go back to colors. Those were the last things we were able to determine. We thought it would be interesting to go back to colors with the legendary Pokemon, Mamoru says. One of the things I had in my head was that in the Galar region, these were just kind of rumors. No one has actually seen them in the story. I saw this red knight or this blue knight looking creature. That's the myth in the region, and I had the initial idea of the cyan or the magenta rather than going 100% straight like that. We played a little bit with the sound, like Zacian and Zamazenta, the cyan and the magenta, to make it more like a name. The actual idea is that people would be like, that cyan or that magenta. They're describing it. And that's the end of part 5. That's all I have to say, so thanks for listening and goodbye.